When you see other people getting some success that you want, especially if you know them and you don't necessarily feel they're more talented than you, this can hit a really specific nerve. It can bring up feelings of resentment, kind of this back and forth swing of like anger towards them, resentment towards them, then back on myself. What am I doing wrong? Right? I've worked in music most of my life. It's been my profession. So I've dealt with this a lot, to be brutally honest. It can be hard putting effort into something and you see other people get breaks and you're supposed to be happy for them, but comparison creeps in. Are they really that much better than me? But underneath it all, like, even if it's uncomfortable to admit, we want that success for ourselves. And people don't talk about this very much. It can feel a little taboo and it leaks out in these small criticisms or opinions, but there's that deeper feeling underneath. So if you're carrying any of this, trust me, you're not alone. People feel this more than you might think. I know that even more now that I work with people in this kind of work. So let's do some tapping to help process some of the emotions around this so you don't have to carry that with you. So let's go to the side of the hand and let's say, even though I feel jealous, it might be hard to admit that. Underneath all the other emotions, which I also allow to be here as best I can, I choose to honor and accept myself. Even though I might feel resentment, self-comparison, and criticism, I'm also jealous of the success. I want the success and to feel I deserve it. And I choose to honor myself right where I'm at as best I can. Even though there's a lot of feelings around this, a lot of life experience, a lot of judging my own value, as well as the value of others here. I'm just acknowledging there's jealousy here as well. And I have compassion for myself and this whole process. Okay, going through the points now and saying, there's a lot of feelings here. It's clear to me that this person or these people are objectively having more of what you might call success. They're getting bigger opportunities, better gigs. Maybe they're getting the promotions or bonuses. I can try to rationalize it, and I probably do. Well, maybe they're working themselves too hard. I don't know if they're really happy. And the comparison of myself. I don't think what they're doing is all that special. Are they really that much better than me? Maybe I know they're not more talented than me. Maybe I know they don't work harder than me. Maybe I get a little jealous of the talent situation. Maybe they are more talented than me and it seems easy. Maybe I'm more talented than them. But they're getting the success. And with all the other ideas I've picked up, like I'm supposed to let it go, I'm supposed to be happy for them, I'm supposed to not compare myself. Just giving myself this space here and now to feel what I actually feel about all of this. Giving myself permission. I don't even have to label these feelings with names that have a lot of judgment, like jealousy or resentment. Just tuning into my visceral experience. How do I experience this feeling? Noticing any reactions in my body. Allowing myself to tune in to any subtle or obvious emotional qualities. Like, yeah, behind it all, there's just this sadness. Or a feeling like maybe I'm not good enough. A feeling of disappointment. Maybe a combination of many things. But going beyond the labels. Going beyond the idea of jealousy. Being good, bad, right, wrong. Just say, I'm a human being feeling these things right now. And I choose to notice and to allow these feelings. Noticing any more details about them. How long have I felt this way? Are these new feelings? Did the success of this other person or people really create these feelings? Or does it trigger something perhaps older or deeper? Just being curious with myself. And just allowing myself to feel what's actually there. Relaxing all the management strategies of trying to think more positively about it. Or saying, I'm just going to work super hard and I'll become successful too. Which is another way of looking outside myself to feel enough. And even that idea, oh, I'm supposed to feel enough and not want any success. Acknowledging that and relaxing that. I deserve this space and time to acknowledge my actual feelings, allowing them to be felt and processed. There is older pain behind this jealousy that was once too much for me to really feel. And I'm allowing myself to go there in the amount that feels right for me. And I don't need to put on any strategies here. The goal is not to feel any particular way about the situation or their success right now. Because I've done so much of that management. As I give these feelings and their deeper source the opportunity to be felt, whatever's really fueling that, which appears now as jealousy or resentment, that's the most direct path. I won't have to say, well, I guess I'm happy for them. Maybe I will be, maybe I won't even notice. but allowing myself to process through whatever makes their success be a trigger for me in the first place. Open to feeling and processing and discovering whatever's there for me, so that what other people are doing or their success doesn't register a meaning about me or life. We know life is not objectively fair. Allowing myself to tune into what I need, so I can become more and more at peace with this. Not because I'm managing emotions, but because I'm connected to myself, living my own life, connecting to others as human beings, and open to relaxing the source of the programming that makes us feel in competition with each other. And so I'm just supporting myself in this process, repeating and exploring here as much as I need to, so that I can be more at ease and not carry this pain or jealousy with me. All right, let's take a breath. Just allow this to unfold. Allow this to repeat as necessary. Don't worry if, later today you still have a jealous thought or something. Just notice as you do this, that might last less long, might be less intense. You might see something on social media that doesn't spark that reaction as much as it used to. Just keep going. Let me know if you have any questions. More resources on how to work with this in the description. Hope it helps, and see you soon.